I have some mail to show you. This face here. I'm going to bake a cake.
All my books come to me fully formed in about 40 seconds.
But yes, spend a bookish weekend with me. Hello and welcome to another bookish video with me, Johanna, me, my dog and books. It's Saturday and already I have been for a run, walked the dogs, read a bit of my book, and I've just got ready because I'm going to meet my friend in town, Glasgow, for some Japanese lunch, so maybe get a wee bit of that. But when I was on my run, I'm currently reading, actually I've got it here, oh no, where is it? Hidden Valley Road, Inside the Mind of an American Family. There is a Netflix documentary, I think, about this. So it's non-fiction, it's following a family in sort of middle America. I think they started having their kids in the late, maybe the 50s, 40s, anyway. It's basically about a family, a husband and wife who have 12 kids, 6 of whom are diagnosed with schizophrenia. And this family therefore end up becoming almost like an opportunity for science to try and understand schizophrenia more and how to treat it or not. So it's absolutely fascinating. Lots of content trigger warnings though on this one, so I'll catch up with you on that later. I'm also reading Ever After by Amanda Prowse, which I am really enjoying. It is definitely a family drama because drama is absolutely happening. So I'll speak to you about that later. But yes, spend a bookish weekend with me. It's Sunday, didn't get too much footage yesterday as you'll have seen, but I had a lovely kind of late lunch with my friend Lindsay. She got me a lovely bookmark, I might show you, it's an Alice in Wonderland one. And we were at Nippon Kitchen for some Japanese food. This was a dessert. I have no idea what the outside was, kind of like it's hard to describe, like a gel, but not real, not like quite. Anyway, inside was a mango like ice cream, which was lovely. Oh, let's see. Anyway, she's wanting to sit down there. And then, but total drama trying to get home. All the trains were cancelled because of, I don't know, electric failures. So had to get the bus home, which was a pure rammy. Every day obviously was trying to get east, so I get an Edinburgh airport bus home. So by the time I got home and then made some dinner, wait a minute, I need to show you what I'm looking at right now. This face here. This is what give me some slightly more encouraging face. I think it's all going to kick off because the guys that go around cleaning the bins are outside So Patty is making little grumbles from over here. So by the time I actually got home, I was absolutely knackered, because having been at a wedding reception in the evening before and then out for longer than I'd planned because of the journey home, social battery was 0. I've got the social battery of a newt. So this morning I finished Ever After by Amanda Prowse. I'll talk to you about it just now, actually, while I've got it here. Last night we watched Jurassic Park 3. So next up is 4. I'm just holding this with my hand just now. So I have tabbed it with an inch of its life because I'm going to interview Amanda at Bird and Blend in Glasgow in the West End. Lucy, please don't bark. She's just seen another dog. If you can hear a noise in the background, I've got my hash browns in the air fryer. I'm gonna have some hash browns and beans for my brunch. Anyway, wow. What was I going to say? I will ask someone to try and film a bit at this event so that you can see a bit of me attempting to interview my first ever author. I'm really quite nervous, so I don't know how it'll go. I'll show you irrespective, but I've heard the author is absolutely lovely. I have been chatting with her on Instagram message, and she is so nice. So Ever After is a family drama. It's really not the kind of book I normally veer towards, but have to say it was a bit of an emotional roller coaster. Just given stuff that I've been through recently. So we follow the main character called Enya, who is 3 years down the line after her husband has died, and she has a son called Aiden, who has a girlfriend called Holly. He comes back from holiday, stuff happens there. Enya bumps into a guy in a car park, and it's the first time she's kind of felt an inkling of like flirtation since her husband died. So to be honest, that's all I can really say, because there's so many dramas that drop that had me going no, that I'm actually really going to have to watch what I say in respect of the interview, because anyone going to this event won't have read this book. It's not out until the 12th of August from Amazon Publishing, so I would assume you'll be able to get it on Kindle as well. Amanda writes really amazing characters. Enya is such a lovely character. She explores her relationship with her best friend, who's also her neighbour, her sister, her parents, her son, grief, loss, and full-on drama that I never expected coming. Plus she's got a cat called Pickle. I have to admit that as someone that doesn't really cry at books, because of grief I've been through recently, there was a bit of an emotional roller coaster with this, which, to be fair, I'm kind of grateful for, because it felt really cathartic. I really enjoyed this way more than I ever expected to. Amanda writes human relationships, and I really want to ask her what her inspiration is from, because it feels so real, and there was elements in this that I was just thinking about my friend's widow and kids, and yeah, it was poignant. So although this is a weekend reading vlog, I will take it into Wednesday evening when I've got this event with Amanda Prowse, so hopefully be able to show you some of that if I manage to get some footage. But yeah, that was an emotional roller coaster. Finished it this morning, and then yesterday I'd finished Hidden Valley Road, which I'm desperate to find out where in the UK I can watch it as a documentary. So this follows a middle America family couple who had 12 kids, 6 of whom, all boys, were diagnosed with schizophrenia, and it is such such a challenging read. I mean, it's fascinating, but the story explores some of the stuff that both those with schizophrenia and the other siblings experienced going through all of this. Just the unknown about schizophrenia is a disease, how they started to be, you know, how they were then diagnosed at different stages. It's a tough read, but it was so interesting. I felt it was really well handled, but yeah, that was powerful non-fiction. I really, really want to watch the documentary because I hear good things, but I can't find it streaming anywhere. So if anyone here knows is in the UK, let me know. But I recommend that. It was fascinating insight into like trying to understand more about schizophrenia as and how they try and since maybe the 50s and 60s, how they've been trying to treat it or understand it, and just what that family went through. I mean, having 12 kids, end of, never mind half of them are diagnosed with schizophrenia, like, absolutely fascinating. So quite challenging reads that I've had recently. So I've decided I'm going to pick up two very different books. I've started listening to Into the Drowning Deep, I think it is, by Mira, which I'd requested ages ago, and I think it's because I'd seen it on someone's TikTok or YouTube's recommend it as like one of the like best horrors they've read in ages. I think it's more horror thriller. So this follows, and it borders on sci-fi, I would say, given the nature of it all. A lot of it takes place in around like underwater exploration. So we follow a group of people who go to investigate the disappearance of a crew who vanished during their exploration under the water, only to meet, apparently, bloodthirsty mermaids. WTF! Not my usual read, but I kind of feel like I need something completely different. And I'm finally picking up a manga, which is this one. Get it here with me. Is Doomsday with My Dog, which I got a wee while ago when I was out in Edinburgh. Was it Edinburgh? Yeah, I think it was. It's not that long a one, and a single teenage girl journeys through the crumbling ruins of civilization, the last human on Earth, exploring the concrete jungle that has outlived mankind. Keeping her company is woman's best friend, the ever-adorable and quick-witted Shiba Inu Haru. I'm here for it. Also, right, after I eat my hash browns and baked beans, I'm going to try the kind of fancy stand that I bought for my phone to try and figure out like how to like video better. Anyway, I'll have a bash at that. Oh, and right, the OH doesn't normally read that much. I mean, he can read, but he's not a big reader. He normally veers towards mostly non-fiction, so he'll go through phases of maybe reading a book and then not touch one for about 6 months, you know, not like me at all. But we listen to podcasts sometimes about TV, film, movies and stuff, and they've been talking recently about the first horror book, which obviously then made its way to film, which is Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. I didn't realise she was like 18 or something when she wrote this. I mean, it's so iconic. I got this lovely edition from a friend for my birthday, and I've not read it, and he's like, oh, have you got Frankenstein, because I quite like to read it. I mean, it's less than 270 pages, I think. So I've dug that out in the hope that he might read it, and if he does, I might need to give it a read. I think I read it years ago, but literally can't remember anything other than, you know, the movie adaptation of Frankenstein's monster. But anyway, so yes, spend another day with me. I may also bake a cake. Am I planning to do too much as per usual? Yes. So I'm putting you here because, honestly, this looks like product placement. It's not. I'm going to bake a cake. Oh, wait, I'll show you. Actually, this is a time where I should get my microphone. Totally forgot about it. 2 seconds. There we go. Got it on. Looks ridiculous, doesn't it? We'll put it here. Anyway, last weekend when I recorded using it, I realised when I did the book haul stack, I had it like right here and it was just rubbing against it. So, rookie error. But, as I said, I'm going to make cake. I decided I want to bake more. And so I'm making this vegan Victoria sponge cake. I can guarantee it will not look like this. Because I don't have raspberries. So let's see how well we can get on with this. It's a vegan cake. It's from this Feed Me Vegan by Lucy Watson that I got years ago. Like probably about 8 years ago or something. So yeah, let's see how this goes. I promised the OH that I'd make him cake because his hand's really sore. He suffers from psoriatic arthritis and it's been really bad recently in his right hand and he's right-handed. So I thought I'd make him cake to cheer him up when he comes back from golf. He's away with a couple of, what do you call them, splints, different splints to try. And honestly, as long as he can play golf, it'd be like me not having the ability to read books. Okay. That's the difference it will make. Anyway, so I'm going to make that, and then later today, I've obviously got my new Gusto boxes, which I'll need to put away for during the week, but I'm going to make this one today, which is tofu fish fingers katsu sandwich. David also loves katsu, so hopefully some food can cheer him right up. Anyway, let's get baking. I'm also going to put the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I've watched all that, I'm up to speed. Real Housewives of New York City. You don't want to watch me finding this one. For some reason on David's iPad, I can't get the Real Housewives. Don't know what he's done to disable that ability. So I'm going to watch this documentary, season 2, Shiny Happy People. First documentary, it's about this, the first season is about the Duggar family. Basically, it's culty vibes, right? And worse. And this is season 2, which is about teen mania, which is how they indoctrinate a lot of the teenagers. So, highly recommend. So the cake is in the oven. Well, actually I've just taken it out so it's cooling. And I've just been outside to pretty much try and sort my garden furniture before Storm Florist comes tomorrow. So apparently we've got like an amber warning for wind. So I'm not very happy about that. That'll throw my anxiety right through the roof. But so I've just been trying to pin down my garden furniture and tuck them all away, and hope it's not as bad as they're predicting. I'm supposed to meet a friend tomorrow for tea and cake, but Patty's got the vets for our booster. Just need to wait and see what tomorrow brings. Anyway, when I'm feeling this anxious, I'll take myself out for a run, listening to Into the Drowning Deep by Mira Grant, because Bloodthirsty Mermaids is our way forward, isn't it? Lucy thinks this is acceptable behaviour because the buttercream stuff's in the don't worry, I'll sort that out. Here we go. I mean, it's a bit dribbling everywhere, but I'm hoping It'll be tasty. David better like it. Yeah, Patty, you're not allowed near the dishwasher when she's... Lucy, come on! So after baking that cake, I had a bath and I've actually had a wee nap while watching Facebook Honey Trap, which I really recommend. Quite a horrible case, but it was a good watch. And I am now, look at this. So this is a back end because I've got the kind of loose bits that I'll need to stitch in. So this is my wee sister's birthday blanket. So I think this might be the last round that I do, and then finish it off. But I've got wet, well, it's almost dry. Fell asleep. Actually, it was like, I don't know if anyone watching crochets right, but I was crocheting. I could feel myself just going. I did wake up at like 5:40 a.m. usual, so a bit tired, but had a nap, done some crochet, watched some true crime, and I better go and make my toefish dinner. Also, I've not had the cake, but the OH has, and he gave it mega thumbs up. Yay! So we're due to have Storm Florus today at 10 a.m. So I've rescheduled plans where I planned Patty was supposed to have her booster 10 a.m. But that's when the storm's supposed to start really badly, apparently. So I'm going to reschedule that. So, got coffee, saw movie 3, because I thought that'd be nice and loud if it gets stormy. My Switch so I can play Animal Crossing. Crochet, finish the blanket, cross stitch, and I'm currently reading, it's on my Kindle, but I'm currently reading, oh, not that one, I'll show you, Prepper by Gilronan, and it's a nice kind of end of the world apocalyptic survival sort of story, young adult with a bit of an unconventional sort of romance in it, so I'm kind of looking forward to that. I'm actually like reading it on Kindle, 12% in, and really enjoying it. Reading Doomsday with my dog, which is a manga. It's quite short, so reading that. I need to start this, which I'm on a book tour for. It's Shred Sisters by Betsy Lerner, and it says at the back, Shred Sisters, an intimate and bittersweet story exploring the fierce complexities of sisterhood, mental health, loss and love. So this is a Verve book one. So I need to do my review for that for the 14th of August. And then this is, wait till you see this, The Library at Hellebore by Cassandra Khaw. So this is the Evernight exclusive edition. I mean, it's stunning. Wait till you see the insides. I mean, it's wild, isn't it? It's really beautiful. I have heard mixed things, so I'm going to go in today, but it's pretty much, it's the Hellebore Technical Institute for the Gifted is the premier academy for the dangerously powerful, the Antichrists and the Noroks, the World Eaters and Apocalypse Makers. Sounds absolutely wild. So that's my reading, and I plan on not moving too far today. I mean, it looks okay so far. Maybe I've gone into full prepper mode and not needed to, but fingers crossed. I'd rather it didn't come to anything. But I'll keep you posted. Later today I need to record my July wrap up, so I'll keep you posted. Friends, it's Monday, as you know, and I'm currently hunkered down in the house because we're full Storm Florus. The rain is sideways, the trees are going, but I have some mail to show you, which I just learned I'd recorded this entire bit and hadn't had the microphone on. So it was recorded with no sound. One day I'll know what the feck I'm doing. But anyway, first book mail. I got The Year of the Dog is a sample, exclusive sampler from HarperCollins, and it says, raising a puppy is simple, feed them, walk them, love them, right? Wrong. So I'm looking forward to it. Like, perfect book for me, surely, perfect. Then, because I'd got this book in last week's thrifted book haul, which is HWFG, and for us Glaswegians, we say here we go, and this is a selection of short stories in that, but it's a follow-up to Hings by Chris McQueer. So I had to get Hings. I got it from World of Books, and it says, from the streets of working class Scotland, and on occasion a little beyond our solar system, comes one of the country's most hilarious debut writers, putting surreal and witty twists on every day. Chris McQueer creates recognisable characters you will love and want to avoid like the plague. So I had to get this so I could read the next one. And then, because I've been reading quite a lot of dark or heavy books, or they were actually quite emotive, I decided I need to go dig deep back into my cosy sort of mysteries. And I didn't have book 4, or I don't have book 5. So I got book 4 of the Finlay Donovan series, Roll with the Dice is book 4. Is it book 4? I think so. And it starts with, Finlay and Vero need a girls' weekend away. Finlay and Vero are some of my favourite book characters. It's just cosy, funny, murder mystery fiction, and I'm here for it. Also matchy with the jumper, loving it. And also that came in the post was, and I've opened it already because I'd recorded this earlier and it didn't record any audio. It is my cross stitch, caterpillar cross stitch subscription. I get one that Lucy wants outside, and I'm in the middle of recording, so she'll just need to wait 2 minutes. I got a lollipop. I got some extra thread. There's thread in the pack, and it like a hoop. I got a hoop, and look at it. I may have to put the summer one I've got on the go just now on hold so I can do the trick or treat. Let me know if I should. Anyway, I'm very excited to get stuck into this. This might get up at 8 this afternoon. So, I have some lovely book mail. Not that I need any. Check the books behind me. That's just from last week's. And I'm about to sit and do some prep for the book event, which I've been asked to interview the author at, Amanda Prowse, who so far seems lovely. She is, I've been DMing her on Instagram because I read her book Ever After, which is out in August. So I'm going to do some prep for that, and hopefully if my friend has managed to get some decent footage of the event, you can see it now. UK author, you've got over 300 books. Novels, short stories.
30.
I think
It's about 45. 300. No wonder I'm knackered. All my books come to me fully formed in about 40 seconds. Everything, beginning, middle, end, twist, turns, everything. And it's like someone downloads it into my head like a movie, and then I store some of them and I think, well, that's a good one and that's not, and I decide what I'm going to do, and then when I need to write one, I literally just open the laptop and I don't look at it. I remember a teacher made me learn to touch type, and I wanted to do metalwork and I was gutted. She said, you've got to learn to do it with a metronome and a cover, and oh god, Pitman shorthand, all that. Quite light in places, it's got some funny moments, I hope, but it's also about, as I said, a woman rediscovering her power, and it almost feels like every 10 years, every decade, we're completely different people. And it's about that moment when you realise we have this superpower.
Was there a reason that you felt to talk about her being a widow and then finding second chance?
Because I used to think that people who were 50 were very old. And then I got to 30 and realised people 50 aren't that old. And now I'm 59, they're really young, let me tell you.
With many of your books, women are a central character. And so I wanted to know where you get your inspiration for the women in your books, and particularly, well, it's not 2 questions in one, Enya as well here in this book.
I think I can only write me. I think it's really hard not to write yourself, isn't it? It's really hard to, if you're writing fiction, not to see the world through your lens. So they've certainly all got me at the root of them, all of them, the good ones, the bad ones, it's just different facets of me, I think. But it's all the women I know, because none of the women all the women I write about, rather, we've all been through the same stuff. And we all go through the same stuff. And people always say, oh, you've been through a lot. And I say, do you know what? Any one of us, all of us in this room, if you wrote what you'd been through in the last decade, you'd say, well, I've never survived that. That's too much. That's too much. No one get through all that. But we do, because we have no choice. What we do, we crack on. And I think it's like, that's the thing that that's why they're relatable, because it is all of our stories. You know, my heroines are never going to climb a mountain or, you know, do anything scientific. They just go to Tesco and forget what they've gone in for. And it's because they've got so much going on and they're having to battle with what's going on at home and their emotions. But I think it's just all of our lives. We all go through the same stuff. That's the thing.
All going well. You saw a bit of the book event that I was asked to host. It was such a privilege and I had a great time, but I was nervous as. Anyway, in short, highly recommend Ever After. I really enjoyed it. As you will have seen, I mentioned it earlier in the vlog because I read it and finished it because I had to make notes so I could ask questions. So thanks as always for watching, for liking, for commenting. If you don't already, please do subscribe and keep the chat going in the comments. Love chatting to you in the comments and keeping the bookish chat going. And I'll speak to you very, very soon in another bookish video. Cheerio!